From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories for Monday, April 2nd, Senator Biden actually has some praise for the White House. Delaware's newest high school is dedicated, and how to make your yard look like Camden Yards. Here are the details. Senator Biden says Congress wants to make sure U.S. troops in Iraq are doing the job they were sent there to do. On Fox News Sunday, Biden talked about the legislation approved by the House and Senate, which provides funding for the war but calls on American troops to leave Iraq by next year.
The date is not firm. The date says the target is March of '08. And that's no more sending a flag to the enemy than anything. And let me ask you, ask Mitch and others the other way. Does anybody think we're going to have 150,000 troops in Iraq in March of '08 without a fundamental change in what's going on the ground?
Biden was also asked what the U.S. can do as Iran continues to hold 15 British sailors, and he had some praise for the White House.
I would argue that this is a product of the increasing success of the Bush administration's new strategy on Iran, and I mean that sincerely. They have made Iran the world's problem. They have gotten the world together and continue to put pressure on Iran, and they have taken the initiative away from the Iranians.
Should Iran continue to be defiant, Biden says the world should consider restricting the flow of oil that is imported and exported by Iran. Congressman Castle is overseas on a fact-finding mission. He and several other members of Congress are in China through Sunday, focusing on U.S.-China relations. The trip will include visits to Shanghai and Beijing. Castle's office points out the trip has been approved by the House Ethics Committee and is being paid for by the Aspen Institute, an independent, nonprofit, and nonpartisan organization. Delaware's newest high school was dedicated during a ceremony Saturday. St. George's Technical High School is over 250,000 square feet and will serve over 1,000 students in the New Castle County Votech School District. State House Majority Leader Dick Cathcart says the school, which is in his district, is a welcome addition to the community.
With the growth of southern New Castle County over the last several years, it's a huge help to the students that all these new developments have generated, many of which want to go into the technical and vocational field. So it's great. It's a great addition for the people of southern New Castle County.
The school offers 14 career programs, including everything from biotechnology to carpentry. Senator Carper is recovering from foot surgery. WDEL News continues in a moment.
Oh.
Is everything okay, ma'am?
Not really. I need to ride DART tomorrow to get to work, and I forgot to buy my DART card. I guess I have to find a ride.
Well, you certainly come to the right place. Didn't you know that Acme now sells DART cards and paratransit multi-trip cards?
No, where?
They're available at our customer service desk.
Getting you there now starts at your 12 Delaware neighborhood Acme markets. DART and Acme have joined in partnership to be your one-stop shopping place for both groceries and DART cards. It's now easier and more convenient than ever to pick up your DART cards with Acme.
Senator Carper is returning to work following foot surgery Friday. Carper had a titanium screw inserted into his right foot, which he broke while running his 25th season riding half marathon last month. The injury didn't slow Carper down, though. He cut 2 minutes off his running time from the previous year. It's a sure sign of spring, baseball's opening day. WDEL's Carl Konevsky says your spring lawn can look as good as your favorite team's outfield as long as you do it the right way.
It's one of the best sounds of spring, and this is one of the most frustrating. Because from the time you hear that first crack of the bat, you want your lawn to be your own field of dreams. Odds are this time of year, your lawn looks like this, patchy and discolored. Now imagine that your backyard was just a little bigger. So who's responsible for taking care of the 2-acre parcel that's home to the Baltimore Orioles? It's this woman, Nicole Sherry, a Wilmington native and graduate of the University of Delaware, appointed this past winter as the head groundskeeper at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Sherry says regardless of the size of your lot, a nice-looking, healthy lawn is possible as long as you're realistic.
Stop going for that golf course type green. It doesn't work in the home lawn situation. You know, you got a lot of disease pressure when grass is cut at lower than 2 inches, a lot of weed infestation when it's, you know, spotty like that, and you don't get a good growth. You know, let it bloom.
So do you feel like crying at the sight of your sparse brown lawn?
There's no crying in baseball!
Sherry says a little patience is all you need. She says soil temperature needs to hit 55 degrees for 3 consecutive days before growing activity kicks in for your grass, but you also have to know what kind of soil you're dealing with.
Down at the beach areas, you have sandy soil. In Wilmington, Newark, Newcastle, you have clay soil. So grass grows differently in both of those soils. So you have to be able to, differentiate what type of grass that you need in your certain areas.
While baseball fans enjoy watching a player glide across the field to track down a hit, those more concerned about their lawns will notice the plush crisscross pattern of the grass itself. Sherry says while you might try, you have to know exactly what you're working with to get your lawn to look like her field.
We're 100% sand-based soil, so I don't have the same soil as you do at home. Mine takes a little bit more tender love and care than, let's say, the person that has a lot of clay in their soil in northern Delaware. It's different. That's why I said you have to really understand your soils and what kind of grass grows best there.
According to Sherry, keep a watchful eye on the weather and follow her advice, and your lawn will be sure to score.
Home run!
Reporting from Oriole Park at Camden Yards, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 AM, WDEL.
The Phillies are ready to play ball. WDEL Sports and your Delaware AccuWeather forecast coming up.
As you look for your college experience, make sure you look at Wilmington College, your key to success.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware every weekday morning, 5:30 to 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
In WDEL Sports, you can't get a ticket for today's Phillies season opener as they host the Atlanta Braves. A sellout crowd will watch Brett Myers go against Braves ace John Smoltz. The Phillies are hoping to get off to a fast start this year, unlike last year when they lost 5 of their first 6 games, then missed the playoffs by a game. You can hear all the action, Phillies-Braves, on 1150 AM. WDEL pregame coverage starts at 12:30. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast, clouds giving way to sunshine today with a high reaching 74. Then tonight, clear to partly cloudy, low 46. Tomorrow, sun and clouds mixed with a high of 72. Get news updates throughout the day, Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 AM WDEL, or anytime right here at WDEL.com, including news video from Delaware and around the world from WDEL and the Associated Press. I'm Chris Carl. Thanks for watching.